Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and beings of living fire. I am Speedyard, and this is Shotgun Butterfly.
Fox, we're under attack. Help us out here.
Will do.
I'm on my way.
Star Fox 64. I first played this game at my grandpa's house. He had an old console TV set. I mean, huge, gigantic. It's actually set in wood. And he had a Nintendo 64 set up on there. Or at least I think my cousin did. And that was when I first played Star Fox. And back in the late 90s, 98? Maybe 99? Graphics like that just totally blew you away. It was just a whole world where you could just... Oh, I'll get to that later. But Star Fox 64 was the reason I got a Nintendo 64. It just totally blew me away. I had to have played that game for hundreds of hours. I actually managed to find this perfect route to get the most points I possibly could. I spent a long time developing it, and I would actually reset the game whenever I messed up. Even if I was well into the campaign, I would start it all over because of some small mistake. I managed to get nearly 2,000 points doing that, although on YouTube I've seen that some people are far better than I thought I was back then. But what I would do is I'd start at Corneria, I'd take the secret path but choose to go to Medio. From Medio, I'd take the warp to get to Katina. From Katina, go to Sector X, take the warp... No, I wouldn't take... Did I take the warp path? I think I did. I think it lets you kill more enemies. But after I did it, I would choose to go to Macbeth, take the secret path from Macbeth to get to Area 36, and from that to the alternate Venom. Now, I don't really plan on trying to get the most points I can right in this playthrough, because, well, I've thought about this. Is something I've given a lot of thought to. You see, back when you play through a game for the first time, it's just an adventure. It's an experience, you know? It's not about the points, or finishing a game, or getting all the achievements, or the trophies, or finding every emblem, or whatever they've chosen to hide in that game. Those things are fun, and they can add a lot to a game. But for me, the greatest part of every game has always been that initial experience. The way you get immersed into this little world where you can just have all these adventures and do all these crazy things that you couldn't ordinarily do. But enough about games in general. What about Star Fox? What made it such a great experience? Well, there are just so many points that we could touch upon. For instance, the atmosphere. Star Fox does a great job with atmosphere. Nintendo does a good job with atmosphere in general. They do a great job making each little level or world or course have its own elemental quality. In Mario, there's always an ice world and a forest world and a fire world. Zelda always has an ice temple, a forest temple, a fire temple, etc. They do a great job giving each area its own cohesive, integrated feeling. And Star Fox is an excellent example of this. You'll notice how in Corneria, it was sort of this vibrant, lush feeling. It feels like it's the home world for the game. You're defending your home against the invaders. To me, there was never any doubt that Fox and his friends were from Corneria. And what I've noticed is that Nintendo usually makes the first area in a game be like this. In Mario, in Zelda, in Star Fox, the first area of the game has this sort of... It's usually a green forest-like area. It's very... You might guess calling it vanilla wouldn't really be appropriate. It feels... It's hard to give it a homey quality. The way I think that it always feels to me is like they're trying to make you identify with it. Trying to make you feel like this is something you belong to. Or it belongs to you. It helps create a sense that this is what you're fighting for. Think about it. Corneria is the only planet in the game that really has any kind of city. The other planets might have factories and ruins and some kind of settlements, but Corneria is the only place that has any kind of a city, anything that gives you a sense that it is inhabited, that people live there. And that's a brilliant choice. It's such a small thing that you might easily play the game over and over and never really think about the fact that it's having this effect on you, but it is. It's making you care about the game and the world and what's happening and the conflict that's going on simply by having buildings that look like they're inhabited be in the first level and having it be under attack. And that's huge. That's just excellent. And notice that immediately after you've been in that situation, the second level, either Medio or Sector Y, is a space level. It takes place in outer space, deep where no one lives. it's just such a fantastic contrast to what you've just been through. Those levels don't really have any buildings in them, although they have lots of ships and asteroids and obstacles like that. But by being set in deep space that way, it helps give you a sense that you're going across a great distance. And that's a very important quality to give a game like this that has you traverse all of the Lylat system. And that's one of the things that's always great about the game. You're going on a journey, on an adventure. And by having each area of the game be so different from the others, it helps give you this, it helps communicate that sense that you've gone on an adventure, that you're on a journey. And so our enemy falls in battle before us, as was his deserved end. You know, I always wondered where in the world did Andross even get these people from? I mean, how do you run a recruitment drive to join the evil army for the mad scientist to take over the solar system? A solar system presumably full of all your families and loved ones. Unless, of course, there's just this huge population of criminals and thugs filling their solar system. In which case, it's got some other problems, don't they? Maybe. But wherever injustice rears its ugly head, a head so ugly the ugliest baby cries to see it, wherever it rears its head, we will be there to fight it, for such is our destiny. Ha ha! So join me next time when we journey into the world of Aqua. See you there.